Hi guys, I have a real special treat for you because Annie is my sister and we have just been learning this entire lesson about renewing your mind and self-affirmation. And my sister is the queen, I feel like, of self-affirmation. I've watched her journey close up and from afar, and she's taught me so much about life and love and loving yourself. And so I just wanted to say it's such an honor to have you here with us today.
Thank you. I'm really excited to be here.
Yay! Okay, well, can you please, we're just going to get to know her a little bit better before she tells us her story. Can you please tell me your favorite animal?
Favorite animal, penguin.
Where do you live?
I live in the San Francisco Bay Area in California.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What is your favorite pizza topping?
Pizza topping. I really like meaty pizza. I'm not a vegetarian girl, so anything with sausage, pepperoni.
Ooh. 3 facts about yourself, quick.
Okay, I love Thai food. I love to hike, and I'm getting my master's in marriage and family therapy right now.
Wow. Beauty and brains, am I right, girls? So, what I wanted to see is if you would just share a little bit. I know your story, but if you would share a little bit with our Bloom girls.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to share my story with you guys. So, a little bit about me. I don't know about you girls, but I have always been a helpless romantic. Like head over heels, love story watching, love music, always dreaming about my Prince Charming one day type of romantic. In fact, when I was a little girl, I remember my first heartbreak. It was kindergarten. Yes, kindergarten. I had a crush on a boy in my classroom. I thought it was love. I was pretty sure we were going to get married and it was going to be so amazing. And he gave a Valentine's gift to my best friend. So, heart shattered in kindergarten. And it really only went downhill from there, girls, to be honest. So, I was the type that had a crush on pretty much any boy I saw, thinking maybe he will be the one to love me. Only problem was that no one liked me back, ever.
It happens.
Yeah, so I had no boyfriends, never felt seen, which was what I wanted more than anything. I wanted someone to say, I choose you. I see you. I want you. And I thought in 10th grade that finally had happened for me because I got my first boyfriend. And girls, I was so excited. First boyfriend, writing in the journal about how great it was going to be. And we actually dated for about a year. But it was kind of like a yo-yo relationship. So unfortunately, girls, this relationship did not turn out to be this love story that I was dreaming of. We would get together, break up, get together, break up. My parents didn't like him. My sister didn't like him. My youth leaders didn't like him. And I was so stubborn, and I wanted this relationship because I wanted to be loved. And I realized that this relationship was so unhealthy for me because he would make me feel so small. He would say things to me like, if we broke up, no one else would want to be with you. Or, I chose to be with you because I thought you would be the easiest girl to get with out of all the girls in class. Like things that just stab, a knife in a 16-year-old's heart, like just cut deep. And I was so devastated, but I felt like I needed this relationship so much. And I remember talking to my sister when I was, 16 about this. Talking to Christian.
Was it me?
Yeah, you. And her saying to me, when are you going to just finally end this relationship? Like, why are you doing this? And I said to her, Christian, you don't understand. No one loves me as much as he loves me. And Christian looked at me and she said, you're wrong. I love you so much more than this boy could ever love you. And my love doesn't take from you. And those words really stuck true to me because I realized that I had allowed this relationship to take from me, that it was taking my confidence. It was pulling me farther away from Jesus. It was making me less of who I wanted to be. And I was willing to trade that all because I wanted to be wanted that badly. So needless to say, I ended the relationship because I decided that I wanted more for myself. And the very next day, he hooked up with my best friend. So, true story, I was heartbroken, as you would be. But I got through it. But from 16 to 18, the next 2 years, I would talk to guys off and on because I had a broken heart, and I would talk to boys to get attention or feel better about myself. But it wasn't until I was 18 that I surrendered my heart to Jesus. I got saved, surrendered my heart to Jesus, and I moved to Sydney, Australia from Texas to go to Bible college, which was a really cool adventure. And it was during that time, from 18 to 20 years old, that I was in Bible college, and I was completely focused on just learning more about God, diving deep into the Word of God and allowing God to show me who He was. And I found that God became the lover of my soul. I found that as I drew close to Him, I began to know who I was, and I saw that God wanted me and God saw me, and I changed so much. When I looked in the mirror, I felt beautiful, and I didn't have to give up who I was to feel that way. It was such a healing journey for me.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's a little bit about how I, got through that hard time in my life.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So did you ever find love?
Great question, Christian. Yes, I did. So I was 20 years old and I was living in Sydney, Australia. Fun story. I went hiking in the Blue Mountains. I was wearing a one-piece brown bathing suit, so not too cute. No makeup on.
It was my mom's bathing suit.
Hair disheveled. It was my mom's bathing suit, yeah. Not too cute. And completely unexpected day. Did not expect to meet anyone. And then out of nowhere, hiking, I met the love of my life, my husband. And he saw the hot mess that I was and asked me out anyways. And that was 9 years ago. And it has been such a wonderful relationship for me. I've found a partner who draws me closer to God, who builds me up, who makes me feel beautiful, intelligent, and, all of those things. And we've lived in Sydney together. We've lived in California, and it's been quite a journey. Yeah.
Wow. I can genuinely say as well, they are still as in love now as they were 9 years ago. It is really beautiful, honestly. Okay, so I've got some questions for you.
Sure.
What would be your advice to the girl out there who would say, I don't know if I should break up with this guy? Like, things are kind of rocky. Is this a relationship I should keep investing in? What would your advice to her be?
Sure. That's a great question. I would say it's a hard place to be in, and I understand. Girls, I've been there. And when you're in junior high or high school, there's so many things on your plate, and to be in a relationship that's rocky or making you doubt who you are is not a good place to be in. So I would say if you're in a relationship and there's a lot of people who you should trust in your life who are telling you this isn't healthy for you, then it's probably not the best thing. And also if you're in a relationship where you find that the person makes you trade your values or is asking you to do things that you don't want to do physically, sexually, if they're asking you to, draw away from people in your life who are important or the Word of God, then it's probably not the best thing for you. And even though sacrificing that relationship feels so hard, I promise you it will be worth it, and that something good will come to you. And not just a romantic partner, but you'll learn more about who you are and who God is when you actually lay something down at His feet.
Wow, I love that. Okay. And just practically, your advice for the journey of loving yourself and self-affirmation that you went on, what would your practical advice be for those of us who are trying to up our self-esteem?
Absolutely. I love this question because, yes, I have this wonderful, beautiful love story. But before I met, my husband, I had to go through a journey of learning to love myself. And I was so insecure. I didn't believe in myself at all. And I actually had to immerse myself in the Word of God. And I would journal every day and read my Bible every day and ask God to show me who He was and to show me who I was. And I began to find myself in Him. So practically, girls, I would say that above all else, take that time to learn how God sees you, because He will show you that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Not just the way you look, but who you are inside, your intelligence, your gifts and talents. There's so much that makes you who you are. So I would say, take that time to find yourself in Him, because a relationship will not fix that. A relationship will not fix any of your insecurities. It won't make you suddenly wake up and think, oh, I'm so happy and beautiful now. In fact, a relationship just puts a spotlight on all of that. And so I would say, find yourself in God first. And then when you're in a relationship, you'll be at such a healthier place.
Wow. Do you have any suggestions for resources?
Sure. So something that I did was when I was in Bible college, to help build up my confidence, I did a course a lot like Bloom. It was called Shine Girl, and it really went through, just tips and tools like Christian talks about in terms of renewing your mind, of seeing who you really are, and learning to tune out lies, to stop comparing, and to see yourself as God sees you.
Wow, awesome. And real quick, last question. What would your suggestion be for a girl who says, I think that my relationship is awesome and it's flourishing? What would be a sign of that?
A flourishing relationship?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Well, something that I am really proud of in my relationship is my husband and I have never broken up. There's no games in our relationship. It's not a yo-yo relationship. It's very consistent. So from the day that my husband's told me he loved me, he tells me every day. He tells me I'm beautiful every day. And it's a healthy thing where we're both on our journeys in life, and there's no drama in the relationship. And so for me, girls, there's so many things that I'm doing in my life. I'm getting my master's, I work full time, I'm a youth pastor with my husband, all these things that I'm called to run my race. And I can focus on that because I'm not dealing with a drama of a man trying to wonder if he loves me or not, or wondering about games. So if you think you have a healthy relationship, but you're dating someone who might be playing games or makes you doubt who you are, then it's not healthy.
Wow, great advice. Okay, thank you so much for joining us.
Sure.
Wow, we loved it. Am I right? It was such an honor to have you and to have you share your story. I love your story. It's beautiful. And we will see you guys next lesson.
Bye, guys. Thanks for having me.